Hi BookTube, my name is Juan, I am just one reader, and I am very excited to share with you today my TBR for the month of October 2021, the second year of the COVID pandemic. October is actually one of my favorite months of the year. It's my birthday month, and I always enjoy making TBRs for October because it's just the best time ever for me. I don't have as much work as I usually do. I do have work and I am quite busy, but I still have enough free time to really be able to settle down with some amazing reads. So I have come up with a very ambitious, hopefully manageable TBR for my birthday month. So, the first two books that I want to include in this TBR for October are The Golden Fool and Fool's Fate by Robin Hobb. These are books 2 and 3 in the Tawny Man trilogy by Robin Hobb, which is her third trilogy within the realm of the Elderlings, a series that I am reading very slowly. I started reading it I think back in September, October last year, and I am, I am on this trilogy, The Tawny Man. So I am currently reading The Golden Fool. I am really enjoying it. I think that Robin Hobb's writing in here feels more cinematic than ever, which really makes the pacing and the palatability of the story quite bigger and greater in my opinion. So I don't know if it's really ambitious to think that I will be able to read both of these books in October. Maybe I'll just read The Golden Fool and then read Fool's Fate in November, but I'm including them in here and we'll see. Then, because it is my birthday month, I want to read some things that will just give me joy. And to me, fantasy gives me joy, especially, Robin Hobb, that kind of fantasy writing really gives me a lot of joy. But I also feel like I want to spend my birthday month reading nonfiction about some of my favorite topics. And, I really love music. I'm a fairly musical person. I'm a singer. I love singing and training my voice and rehearsing things. And, I love the whole vocal technique branch of things. I also love musicals. I love opera. So I want to read The Secret Life of the American Musical, How Broadway Shows Are Built by Jack Viertel. From what I gather, this is a very sort of scholastic, didactic approach to constructing your typical Broadway musical, your standard, traditional structure of a musical. And this is filled with some of the musicals that I love and that I know really well, like Hello Dolly, Wicked, Fiddler on the Roof, Rent, Carousel, Little Shop of Horrors, Hairspray. I actually don't know Hairspray. Oh my god, Gypsy. There's so many great things in here. The Book of Mormon. So yeah, this is hopefully going to be a lot of fun. And then on the same line, I want to read about opera. So I'm reading Opera Anecdotes by Ethan Mordden. Ethan Mordden has written books about many topics that I actually love. Stephen Sondheim, Broadway musicals, opera. He writes about homosexuality, and he writes about many things that I really care about and really enjoy reading about. So I just love Ethan Mordden. He's very sort of proper and formal and sometimes hard to read because he has a very verbose kind of style in his writing. But here, I think this is a perfect book to read throughout my birthday month, October, because it's basically a collection of very small snippets, very small anecdotes about, opera composers, opera stars, divas, tenors, baritones, basses, rehearsals, crazy shenanigans backstage and on stage, and this is just exactly my kind of thing, Then I want to read a novel by an author that has been sold to me as someone that I will really, 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 really like. And this novel in particular has been really sold to me as well. So I think this is the right time to read this particular novel by this author. And that is In the House Upon the Dirt Between the Lake and the Woods by Matt Bell. Matt Bell just came up with his newest novel, Appleseed. Actually, Rick McDonnell just made a video talking about Appleseed, and I just really want to read that book too. But I've never read any Matt Bell before, and from what I can gather, from what I've heard from Rick and from many other people, I think Chris from Chris Bookish Cauldron also has read and enjoyed and sung his praises before Matt Bell. I think I will really, really find something in his writing. It's supposed to be bizarre and sort of dreamlike and trance-like, and I love that. So that's In the House Upon the Dirt Between the Lake and the Woods, a beautiful, poetic, musical sounding title. I don't really know what the book is about, but it's really a book that I want to read because of the writing and because of the atmosphere and the quality, the dreamlike, trance-like quality of the writing. And then finally, I must be a masochist because I swore, I made an oath to myself and to the gods that I would never read anything by Brandon Sanderson again, because I tried reading the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson before, like, I think it was in 2017 or something, like it was a few years ago, and I actually did finish book 1, The Final Empire, and it's one of the worst books that I've ever read in my life. Like, I have a review for that book. It's one of my most disliked and videos ever, and it's filled with some offensive and just comments and from people like just not being able to understand why I didn't love it. But I truly felt that was a horrible book. But I must be a masochist because I am willing to give the man a second try. I will be trying, hopefully succeeding with The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This book is long. It's not super long. It's over 1,000 pages, yes, but the writing is pretty, the font is pretty big, and from what I've heard, the story flows pretty well. It's pretty readable, and just by looking at the random pages, it looks like there's some dialogue, there's like very short sentences. It doesn't look that verbose, so I think this is going to be a pretty straightforward adventure. It does seem slightly video gamey, which I don't like. I don't like video games. I've never played video games. I don't like that kind of aesthetic and that kind of experience, but I'm willing to give Brandon Sanderson a second go as a storyteller, so I will be trying The Way of Kings. I really don't know why I must hate myself. I must have a death wish that I am expressing in my birthday month. Anyway, that's my TBR for October. Let me know what you think about it, if there's anything that you would like me to know in advance. Thanks for watching. I am Just One Reader, and I will report in the next video to see what I made of these books.